Hey, guys, how's it going? This is Take Million. Okay, here we go. So, we are on page 2 at the top of the paper, right there. And we're going to start by making circle graphs. So what you need is 2 pieces of paper. Cut out 2 of the same size circles and cut a line from the center down. So it looks just like that, center down. I'm going to pause while you do that and while I pass these out to the students, okay? All right, so here's what you do with these. You have your 2 pieces, they're kind of like Pac-Man. You're going to take the opening here and the opening here. You're going to turn one sideways and the other like this. And you're going to put it like this, you guys. Right through the opening, like that, like this, and then flatten it. And then flatten it. Okay? And then what you can do is you can turn the graph. This is a simple circle graph that you can easily manipulate just like this. Now, what I would like you guys to do is show me with your graph, with blue being water and green being land, how much of the Earth's surface do you think is covered with water? Show me. Like, do you think it's half? If it's half, it'll look like that. If it's a quarter water, it'll look like, slide by like this. Hey, mine's not working. Yeah, now it is. If it's a quarter water, it'll look like that. Show me how much of the Earth's surface you think is water. Hold it up. We'll get the kids. Whoa. Here.
Hi, Daddy. What's up?
That's what they're all thinking.
What's up? No.
Okay. So I'm going to pause. Oh, and draw your little idea, your estimate in the first box. All right, so the next thing you have to do is make a prediction of how much of the Earth's water is fresh water.
Oh.
Show me your graphs. How much of the Earth's water is fresh water, and then draw your prediction in the second, say 1, 2, the third box over. You guys do that too. I'm going to pause. Okay, so now we're going to give you the results of that later. What the students are going to do now is we're going to pass a globe around. Can someone give me that globe from the desk, Wesley? Bring it up here. Toss it here. We're going to pass this globe around, and the students catch it. Their thumb is either going to land on water or land. And then we're going to record on the board out of 100 catches how many land catches and how many water catches we have, okay? If you want to do this with your family and you have a globe, great. If not, just wait for the results. Hang on.
Land.
This is what they're doing.
Land.
Water.
Miss.
Oh no. What is if you want, Sarah can write both of that.
I'm going to call water on that. Okay. All right, guys. So we actually came up with, on your sheet, please go to where it says globe toss. And it says how many of the 100 catches were water. Well, for us, it was actually 54. And then land, it was actually 46. But normally when I do this activity, you actually get about 70-30. Okay, 70-30. So we're going to assume it was 70-30. The luck wasn't with us. And we're going to calculate the percentage of water catches. Could you film this while I'm doing this, please? Here. We're going to calculate.
I got it.
Thank you. Just pick up the whole thing. So if it's set, write this in the next part where calculation. If it's 70 out of 100, that is equal to 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water.
Where?
Right here in this section, which is calculate the percentage. See if you get a little closer to that so you can see that. No, that's okay. Never mind. And then 30 out of 100 would be 30% about covered in land. Okay, yeah,
You got to get the charger back on.
Okay, so in essence, we're trying to figure out the water's about 70% covering the surface. We're going to do the mini lab now, but these students have recess, so I need to pass out the materials, and then we're going to go out to play and then come back, so I'll put you guys on pause again. Okay, so this part, go to page 3 of your paper, and let me see yours. So it looks like we're in this part right here. We're on the chart. We're on the chart part. The chart part, okay? I'd like you to go to the second column Now, looking at groundwater, oceans, lakes, rivers, ice caps, glaciers, and atmosphere, I'd like you to rank them according to where you think most of the water is. So where do you think most of the water is?
Ocean.
The ocean. Put a 1 next to oceans. And then in your groups, see if you can come up with a ranking for the rest of them. The second most, third most, fourth most. Go. Try it. So this is what it sounds like right now. They're working right there.
The next one is
Right there. Okay, we're getting ready to do our little mini lab, and the kids have made their predictions. Now we're going to do this. This is the next slide in the presentation that we're looking at. But they're going to get a bottle of water like this and 5 cups. They're labeled ice caps and glaciers, groundwater, rivers, atmosphere, and lakes. And they're going to pour the water into each of these containers as much as they think. If this were all the water in the world, how much water would go in each of these? They also have a container that says oceans on it. And when they start the experiment, I'll come around and show you a picture of what they're actually doing. So they have to divide all the water in the world, this bottle here, into lakes, atmosphere, rivers, groundwater, ice caps and glaciers, and oceans. Okay? Pause again. Okay, they're going to start doing it now. So I'll show you the beginning of the lab.
This is ocean, right?
It's too close, too close, too close. Watch distance.
Sorry, I'm in a
Okay, to get an idea of what the students came up with, we're going to quickly show you what they have picked up. Okay, oceans, please. Are you guys in the camera? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Oceans. Oceans.
I think you're taking a photo. No, she's not.
No, I'm filming. Okay, groundwater. Groundwater. Hold it up nice and tall. Groundwater, please. Who's got groundwater here? Groundwater. 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 Okay, let's see. Rivers. Okay. Atmosphere. Okay. Lakes. Okay. What am I missing? Ice caps. I did groundwater already. Ice caps. Okay. Oceans. Okay, what do we have left? Anything? Oceans. Already did it?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the camera back to me, and I'm going to show the exact, I'm going to show what scientists estimate is in each one. Okay, so I've got my water here, all the water in the world, and this is how much they think is in, of all the water in the world, how much is in, let's see, hang on. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm missing a piece of equipment. Okay, of all the water in the world, this much is in ice caps and glaciers.
Whoa, that's about right.
Okay? Of all the water in the world, this much is in groundwater.
Yes, that's right. We were all
Of all the water in the world,
Why does it keep on going to atmosphere?
this much is
It's evaporating.
fresh water.
I knew it.
I knew there was not many.
4, 5 drops.
We were talking about
Of all the water in the world,
I know I keep on going into atmosphere.
of all the water in the world, this is how much is in the atmosphere.
What?
Half the drop.
Wait,
And of all the water in the world, the mountain rivers is 1/20th of a drop. I can't even do it.
wait, this.
So the actual ranking is 314625.
What do you bring?
314625 is the actual ranking.
For what?
You know where you put group prediction of rank? If you would just, right next to those numbers, It's actually 314625 in that second column.
Before what?
Okay, we're going to finish this up now. We're going to go to the chart that says total percent of all water. So of all the water in the world, groundwater makes up 0.61%. 0.61%.
We only had 3 columns.
Oh, you have, what columns do you have?
Where is it?
Percent of fresh water? Okay, never mind. Okay, skip that one. But I'll just tell you this part. Don't write this. So groundwater is 0.61%. Oceans are 97%. You're not writing. Fresh water is 0.01%. Rivers 0.001%. Ice caps and glaciers 2.14%. Atmosphere 0.001%. Where is most of the water stored in the world then besides oceans?
Ice caps.
Ice caps and glaciers and a fair amount of groundwater. Now, of all the fresh water, there's less than 3%, okay? There's less than 3% of the Earth's water is fresh water. But of the fresh water now, this is what I want you to write in the third column. Of the fresh water, 30% is groundwater. 30.1% is groundwater. 0% is oceans, of course. 0.26%, that's less than 1%, is lakes.
Wait, what is it?
0.26%. Rivers, 0.006%. Ice caps and glaciers, of all the fresh water in the world, ice caps and glaciers make up 68.7% of the fresh water.
Rivers and atmosphere are the same.
And atmosphere is 0.006% again. So where's most of the fresh water again?
Glaciers and
Ice caps and glaciers, locked up, hard to get unless it melts. And groundwater, it's also sort of locked up. You have to get that water out. Hard to extract. It's hard to get to the fresh water. So hang on when we go to the next part of this. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide. Here's some statistics. On your paper, I think it's called Amazing Statistics, right? Or something like that. Okay, so the percentage of Earth's water that is fresh is less than 3%. Would you please make the less than sign?
Wait.
Less than sign. Less than 3%. Yes, you do.
Well, yes, we do. Yes, we
you
do.
It's under your chart.
It's called
under your chart.
Malala.
It's right under your chart. The percent of Earth's water that's salt is greater than 97%. Greater than
Can I put the
97%.
exact number?
You need to put the exact number that I have up here. Greater than 97%. The percentage of water available for human use, because it's locked up in ice caps, glaciers, and groundwater, is less than 1%. The percentage of Earth's water that is fresh is less than 1%. That humans can actually easily
that's
use.
still a lot.
That we can use.
It's still a lot.
The largest body of fresh surface water in the world is the Great Lakes.
Really? But we special.
The Great Lakes. Largest body of fresh water in the world. We're combining them all to one.
In the world?
In the world.
You can see them from space. I know. Yeah, I don't know.
I
that.
just never thought.
Okay, the percent of world's fresh water found in the Great Lakes in all the world is approximately 18%. So of all the world's fresh water, approximately 18% of it is in the Great Lakes.
Wow.
That little sign means approximately. Little squiggle, approximately.
I call it a snake.
Now, if you look at all the world's fresh water, approximately 10% of it is found in Lake Superior. All the world's fresh water. About 10% of the world's fresh water is alone in Lake Superior. Is that amazing or what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, if we look just at the United States, and we look at all the fresh water in the United States, the Great Lakes has, get ready for this, approximately 95% of it. Approximately 95% of the United States freshwater supply is in the Great Lakes. Okay, we will finish. So boys and girls, we're going to discuss these questions later in class. You guys at home, talk them over with your family. How might the shortages in the United States or the world affect the Great Lakes? Maybe dinner conversation for you guys. Should any person, city, state, or country be able to use Great Lakes water?
No. Yes.
Let them discuss it at home. How might climate change affect the amount of water in the Great Lakes? And as citizens of a Great Lakes state, yay, Michigan, what is our role in protecting the Great Lakes for generations to come? So you guys talk about that. Glad you could join us today. Sorry it was so crazy. Goodbye.